And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on this. What are we? What day are we? Wednesday, January 15th. Oh, man, I'm getting all my days confused, man. I'm trying to watch these rockets launch. As a matter of fact, there may be a rocket launching tonight, unless they've already scrubbed. As a matter of fact, the new Glenn is supposed to launch tonight. Glenn.
Wasn't that last week or weekend?
Yeah, they scrubbed. So they pushed it out. Again, it's all going to be dependent on weather. But anyways. Yeah, I see you, Mike. Anyways, big news today for the Giants.
What's that?
Good news.
Good news. Oh,
good news.
The signing. I thought you said big news.
Well, I guess that's hey, in the Giants fandom, that's big news.
See you in 6 years.
That's big.
We'll review news.
It. So yes, the San Francisco Giants were able to sign the second top two the international class. There we go. How about that? What's up, Bogser? So they were able to get that done. Looks like he signed, what was it? 3 million? Somewhere around there. Think it was 3 million smackaroos.
Yeah, did you see the posting, the picture? They just brought him up from downstairs. He was in the batting cage, come up. Held a jersey, went on his way back.
Hey, did you see who showed up for that signing?
Our GM.
No.
Oh, I thought the GM was in the photo.
Willie Adames. Well, he wasn't. No, he wasn't in that photo. But
Willie Adames. Willie from just down the street. Yeah.
Willie Adames.
There you go.
Your boy Gerard Encarnacion and Camilo Duvall were all in attendance for that signing.
Mark, did we see No Estrada. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, with
Randall
that, you know what? I tell you what. Let's get into this article. Alex Pavlovich wrote it earlier today. NBC Sports Bay Area. Let's take a look.
Shut up the volume here. Pump up the volume.
Top shortstop prospect Gonzales highlights Giants international class.
Is this what gets you excited, Eric?
I'm excited.
All right.
The first day of international signing period is always a life-changing one for teenagers who finally can sign on the dotted line. Mm-hmm. On Wednesday, a few current big leaguers made sure they were around to help the prospects celebrate. Willie Adames, Camilo Duvall, Gerard Encarnacion visited the Felipe Alou Baseball Academy in the Dominican Republic to speak to young Giants prospects and some of the newcomers. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, they're ready to talk. Here we go. Giants signed 15 players with the 2025 signing period open. That's a lot. 15 players. Led by Josuar de Jesus Gonzales, a shortstop who was considered by many in the industry to be the best position player available this year and the number 2 international prospect overall, behind only Japanese right-hander Roki Sasaki. Gonzales signed for $3 million, the second highest bonus the franchise has ever given an international prospect. Gonzales should soon be the organization's number 2 prospect behind Bryce Eldridge, and the Giants are hopeful the two are one day teaming up on the infield dirt and in the heart of the lineup. All right. Shortly after the signing became official, Joe Salamero, the organization's senior director of international scouting, okay, so he's a bigwig, told NBC Sports Bay Area that Gonzales' overall tool set is what sets him apart, Glenn. This is what Salomero had to say. He has quickness with his hands, the ability to play shortstop with plus skills, a 70 grade arm. He's a plus hitter with sneaky power. What does that mean? Sneaky power. You either have power or you don't have power, right? No? What's sneaky power? Can someone elaborate? Paul, are you in the chat? What is sneaky power? Anybody? Can someone please explain to me what is sneaky power? I see you, Morcana. What the hell is sneaky power? You have it or you don't. I've never heard of sneaky power. Anybody? Anybody?
I just Googled it. There's not even a translation of that phrase.
Perhaps it means give it to God, he's not big. Okay. Sneaky power means a person who doesn't look like they can hit for power, but can. Okay. I like that. Sneaky power. So he doesn't. Okay, gotcha. I'm tracking you. Makes sense to me. All right, here we go.
Sneaky power, huh?
He can beat you in many ways with the glove, the bat, speed that stands out. It's just the ability to play a premium position. It's so tough to find those types of guys. He's kind of like Francisco Lindor type of guy. He's kind of like a Francisco Lindor type of guy as a switch hitter.
I've heard that.
Excited to have him. All right, let's see what else we got. Giants will have to be patient, but this is still a monumental day for the farm system. While some have compared Gonzales to Lindor, others see him this year as a version of the Leo Delias DeVries, the top player available last year. He signed with the San Diego Padres. Posted an 803 OPS as a 17-year-old. He's already up at the number 28 on the MLB Pipeline's 100. He's really good, or he really stood out. We kept following him until we came to an understanding. So look, they've been on this guy for the last 2 years. Salomero first saw Gonzales at his academy 2 years ago. Watched him play in a tournament in Medellin, Colombia. So there you go. Good enough. Okay. There we go. So the Giants have been on him for quite a while. Giants, and again, I guess if you want to, you could say he started being looked at under Farhan's regime. Whether Farhan had anything to do with this, I don't know. I would think that he probably had some type of role to play, correct? I mean, yes, you had the Salomero guy, the top international scout for the Giants. He's the one that's out there trying to find these guys. So there we go. But guess what, guys? Hey, there's a, let's say $2.2 million for a 12-year-old switch hitting shortstop. Man, what crazy world we live in. Eddie. Okay, here we go, guys. Paul, I need your assistance. I'll talk to you about it. It's about a couple of damn feral cats we got coming around the house. We're trying to get to them. It's been a pain in the ass. Maybe you have some tips. We'll talk later.
Is that what we've become?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, man, I need help. Anyways, so here we go. Giants signed this guy. A lot of promise. But there's a big but. Glenn, there's a big but. There's a flip side to this. What is that flip side?
I don't know. The only but for me is waiting around to find out. Hope I'm alive when he gets to play.
I tell you what. Hold on. Where is it at? I'll find it.
I guess we have one in the wings when Adames is done, right?
Here we go. Yeah, true. Well, you also got what's his name? Walker Martin. All right.
Yeah, but they seem to be talking this guy up, Eric. He's the real deal. We'll have to see once he beefs up.
See that? Do you see that, guys? High hopes. What do you guys see in that thumbnail?
kid who hasn't finished high school.
What's up? What's up, Alex? Okay.
I know, Eric, but you gotta have faith, man. George Michael says it best.
Gotta have faith, faith. Okay, here we go. I did put Luciano in there. Luciano is not in there, but you know who else is in there? I'll tell you who's in there. The guy on the left, Lucius Fox. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. The guy on the left is Lucius Fox.
There you go.
This guy on the right,
the catcher,
Angel Villanova.
There you go.
Okay. Guy in the middle, Josuar. As you could see on those two guys on the left and the right, there's some big thumbs down. Big thumbs down with Josuar. There's a question mark. We don't know, guys. I hope for the kid. I really do. I hope for this kid, and I hope for the Giants that he pans out and that he will be a major contributor to the San Francisco Giants. But it doesn't always mean that it's going to happen. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Hey, Paul Vaughn, LD, they're rolling in.
A trip down memory lane. Giants give 16-year-old phenom $2.1 million signing bonus.
You know what Steve Miller says?
The San Francisco Giants on Saturday signed Angel Miguel Villanova, a 16-year-old third baseman from the Dominican Republic. The Giants gave Villanova a $2.1 million signing bonus, making him among the highest paid amateur players in club history.
This is about 19, 20 years ago.
Outbid the New York Yankees, Mets, the Boston Red Sox, and the Seattle Mariners. Everybody's excited. Giants manager Brian Sabian. Sounds familiar. It's the first time in a while we were at the right place at the right time because there was a lot of action on him. We just have to pick our spots because we don't spend like big money clubs do in that area. He's a big money club type acquisition. Villanova, who turned 16 August 13th, signed for the 2007 season and is expected to report to Instructional League in Arizona. He was 6'3", 200 pounds at one time. For his age, his power is off the charts. He's a physical kid for 16. We think he's on the fast track. Guys, can someone tell me what happened to Angel Villanova? Anybody?
I told you, Steve Miller wrote a song about him.
What was that?
Go on, take the money and run. Woo!
Actually, it was more like, who shot the sheriff? It's more like, who shot the sheriff?
Billy Joe and Bobby Sue.
Yeah, the guy got in a little bit of off-field issues. Okay, anyways, guys. So the Giants paid $2.1 million to Angel Villanova. How did that work out, guys?
No return on that investment.
Okay. Giants sign infielder Fox as international free agent. Sources say the two sides agree on a signing bonus of $6 million. $6 million. Yes, GI. Correct.
Yeah.
The Giants are on the verge of adding another athletic infielder to the minor league system, coming to terms with shortstop Lucius Fox of the Bahamas on a bonus of $6 million, according to industry sources. Fox, who turned 18 today, ranked number 3 on the MLB.com's top 30 international prospects. A press conference was held in the Bahamas on Thursday morning to announce Fox's signing. Okay.
Get another one for me?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So what does that tell? What's that tell you? Where's Lucius Fox today?
Who the hell? Who cares?
Matter of fact, he was traded. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about. And I put this in the description. I'm not a Debbie Downer, okay? That's not what I'm doing. I'm not freaking shitting. I just want to speak a little bit of truth on what happens with these international free agents. Sometimes they work out.
That's right.
And sometimes they don't.
That's
the
right.
Giants spent $2.1 million on Angel Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
Giants spend $6 million on Lucius Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Giants have now spent close to $3 million on Josuar. Again, the money's there. That's fine. No, whatever. That's there for that. But does it automatically mean the guy is going to perform at the major league level? It doesn't until he's actually doing it. All we could do is what, Glenn? What do we do on this channel?
We just wait it out, Eric.
Well, we hope.
Wait it out.
we hope. We don't know how this is going to pan out.
This one we got to hope and we got to wait it out, man. I told you before the show. I said, are we talking about this tonight? You're like, oh, yeah. I said, yeah, well, I'll get back to you in 6 years, maybe. We'll do a review. See if he's even on our deal. We traded him.
On the same token.
I hope that in 2029, it'll bring his name up on the show and you say, geez, Glenn, where have you been? They traded him 2 years ago.
Yes, Fernando. That's exactly.
What you're talking. Yeah. That's what you're talking about.
And again, guys, I'm not sitting here saying that the guy is going to flop. I'm not. I'm just saying we just got to wait. All we could do is wait. That's it. That's it. Sometimes they pan out and sometimes they don't. But look, you have to. But what you got to do? I mean, honestly, Glenn, if you're a club and he's ranked so high, obviously you're going to go for him, right? I mean, come on. That's what you should do. But again, it just doesn't mean that it's going to turn out like you want it to. That's all I'm saying. We just got
Verlander, Eric. I'm pumped. I'm pumped up. Get Verlander. And what are the Dodgers going to announce their signing?
Yeah, I got Twitter up. Could happen anytime, man.
Mm-hmm.
Could happen anytime.
There's about a half a dozen so far in the chat have said the Toronto Blue Jays, but reports here the Jays are out. It's down to 2, baby. It's down to the West Coast.
There you go, Truth. What's up? How are things in Evansville, Indiana there, Don? Hopefully everything's good for you. Do you think the Giants have a chance of signing Ohtani when his contract runs out when he's 42?
Come on.
This is an interesting one. No. I'll get into it in a bit. No, we're not signing Grichuk. If you're signing Grichuk, I don't know.
Guys in the chat still think Toronto. I don't know. Yeah, speaking of Toronto, former Toronto Blue Jay, Randall Grichuk. See, again, when I saw that today, Eric, and the rumors were flying around, they were abounding. I thought, is this what we're doing now? Randall Grichuk and Verlander.
Nope.
Oh, God.
All right. Oh, and again, guys, we're going to say on it. Yes, I know. I see Sable. We'll get into this. We got Sable. We got Grichuk. We'll talk about that. But I just want to finish with this.
Tier 2.
So again, you got it. If the guy's there for the taking, hey, you got the international pool money for a reason. So yes, go ahead and do it, and just hope that hopefully that the kid pans out, man. I hope he does. I want him to succeed. That would be absolutely fantastic to see the Giants hit on somebody like that actually goes out there and gets it done.
Yep. Oh, let the waiting game begin. The waiting game.
I'm excited. I am. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm excited, but I'm also I also understand that I'm not gonna fall for the hype. I'm not gonna sit there. Oh, this guy is gonna freaking woo, yeah. Until when he's doing it, then I'll be there hooping and hollering. But you got look. I just want to see it get done. That's all I want to do. He's 17 years old. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You got anything? What do you think, Glenn? I mean,
no, same pattern. You and I, hopes, dreams, and wait it out. And we can't even talk about this guy. You and I don't know what he's all about. We read the bio, sneaky power.
Yeah, supposed to be a really good defensive shortstop, which is good.
There, but I mean, geez, Eric, we're talking about kindergarten. We gotta wait.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. This is not.
It doesn't affect.
Josuar doesn't affect 2025. It doesn't affect
Blue Jays this decade, Eric.
It doesn't affect 2027. Maybe 2028 is when we'll see Young. Hey, matter of fact, hold on. Let's see if they got that in here. Hold on.
So where does he play this year?
Oh, he'll probably be in instructional league or low A.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, he's not even in here yet. They haven't. Yeah, still. Yeah, he's still not. I'm looking at the top 30 just to see if maybe he popped in there yet, and he has not. They say he's going to be probably ranked 2.
Yeah, I've been waiting all day for the other siding, Eric.
Yeah. Let's see. Champ. Talk to me, Champ. 1717. Haven't seen you in it before. Welcome to the fraternity we call Giant Sports Talk Live. What did you hear about what John Heyman said about the Giants? Talk to me, Champ.
I didn't see anything from John Heyman today. Everything, Eric, has only been about San Diego and Los Angeles. Blue Jays are out now, so.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Blue Jays are out?
Blue Jays are out. It's going to be San Diego or Los Angeles, Eric. And all along, just think about this, Eric. All along, where's he hanging out with the management group? Where's he been hanging out? Where's he call home the last few weeks? He's in Los Angeles already, Eric. Come on, man. If he doesn't sign with the Dodgers, that
he said Blue Jays are not out. Is it?
LD, Blue Jays are out.
You heard it from Glenn.
There you go. Blue Jays are out.
I'm waiting for I think Champ is typing. I'm just waiting.
It's 10:30 at night here, man. Wilmer, little Wilmer's fast asleep, and we want to keep it that way. He gets what a rascal. Jesus,
Toby says he talked about Pete Alonso.
Oh, Jesus, Pete Alonso.
Look, John.
Pete Alonso? Pete Alonso hasn't. Have we even talked to him, Eric? Rumors. Garbage.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I don't care.
Only one team has reportedly made an offer to the guy, and he doesn't know what he wants to do. Short term. Nobody wants him. And hey, Eric, I thought about this today. When I saw that the Mets were pretty much the lone wolf in that chase, I was going to ask you on the show tonight. I bring this to your attention, Eric. If the Mets really want him, he's got that kind of money over there, the ownership.
Yeah.
Why isn't it done? Like,
why isn't it done? Yeah, that's
they spent $800 million on one guy, and they're like,
Thank you. So you're going to spend $800 million
Alonso
on one guy, but with Alonso, I'm going to be a little stingy.
Got to take away your per diem, your lunch money. Yeah. Tough negotiations.
I've been saying about the Vladdy to the Mets because they got the farm system to get it done, and they got the money to hold on to him.
Hey, Niner Empire, I'll be over there right after the show. I'm going to be on for an hour tonight, and then I got to go to work. These late nights are killing me, but I'll be doing what I do. You going to join me over there, Niner?
Here we
go. At oldies96.com.
Let me hear this. John Heyman said, thanks, champ. Appreciate it, buddy. John Heyman said the Giants are not done making moves. That is what he is hearing.
So John Heyman's calling
hold on.
Say they're finished?
No, okay. Let's put this together, guys. If John Heyman is saying it, who could we associate Mr. Heyman with? Anybody. Who do you want to associate John Heyman with?
Hey, Logan.
Salsa Caballero. There you go. Yes.
That's no.
And right after him was Armand and Doc.
No
and
brainer.
LD. So you know what that means, right? Yeah.
Toronto. You notice we get a lot of guys from Toronto joining the show lately, Eric?
Yeah, we have been, man. That's awesome.
We have a lot from Toronto. And I heard they're out on him now. So
yep. Even Dan coming in. Don't see him going to Toronto. Yep.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it only because I'd like to see him stay out of the National League, Eric. Especially now.
Can you believe this, guys? Can you believe this? 3 of the top 4 pitchers in this year's free agency is going to the NL West. And not one of them is going to the San Francisco Giants. Not one. We got
Verlander, though, Eric. Oh, boy.
God, man.
Yeah, let him go to Toronto.
Man, oh man, I'm getting a little fired up. Glenn. When I just keep thinking about it, when I think about it, and LA can land 2 of them. Yes, Alex, we're very aware.
I told you, Eric. When
Larson, Roki Sasaki is going to soon be in the NL West.
Eric, you make signings and you look at having a 3 or 4 year window, right? This Dodger team, their window is 10 years, Eric. 10 years. Mookie.
Ibrahim.
And they're signing. You notice, Eric? The pieces they're installing, Roki possibly, Kim. They're going young, Eric. They're going to keep this window open for a long time. And we're signing 42-year-old pitchers. Attaboy. Attaboy.
It's not the microphone, it's my voice, Niner Empire. It's my voice. I overmodulate it. Overmodulate it. It's not the microphone. Microphone's fantastic. Unbelievable, man.
I don't even want to look. I don't want to think about the starting lineup. Do you, Eric? We know what we've got. We know what's going to be in there. Nothing good to say today, Eric. Nothing.
I mean, yes, we signed a guy for the future. That's important.
Oh boy,
that's important. I mean, it is honestly.
Get me fired up on Wednesday.
It's again, it's not going to do anything for the short term.
Nope.
It's a long play. When you do these international free agents, it's a long play.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Don't sleep on this lineup, says Eddie. It's going to be a 500 team, man. Any flights headed to Toronto?
I was checking already today. I was looking at that.
This lineup is awful.
It is. It's not awful. It's average. It's just average, guys. That's it.
Okay, yeah. I could say yeah.
Not awful. It's average.
It is. The pitching staff, average. I mean, this is what this team is. This is what this team is. It's a mid-team.
Average does as average is, and average is.
Look, if you do middling moves, you're going to be a middling club. That's just the way it is, man. Look, I was talking to, matter of fact, Glenn, I was talking to Paul about this in our little group text. If you want to compete current at this particular time in baseball, if you want to compete in the NL West, you have to spend money and you have to go over to CBT at this particular time.
Yeah.
Now it could come to a time to where then you can rely on your farm system. But at this particular time, if you want to win, you got to spend some damn money. And if you go out there and you're just quote unquote spending mid, you're not going to do much. That's just the way it is. Either what they should have done, Glenn, right? And this is something that you advocated. Tear it down, then. Either tear it down,
said that,
or spend, as you said in what was it? I think it was something. I think it was your radio. Oodles and oodles of money, right?
Yeah. I said it's got to be one of the two, but they're holding down that center lane, man.
That's the issue. They're riding the freaking down the middle. That's where they're at. And guess what? If you ride in the middle, or I should say you live in the middle, you're going to be middle. That's what you're going to be. And that's
Eric, if you tear it down today, this offseason, if you were to tear it down, go youth, play them, we'd be getting better incrementally.
Yep.
In 5 years. Well, that's what we're on pace. We're not even on pace. Eric, you realize we're not even on pace for that kind of a development if we keep adding 40-year-old players, that we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to keep going up a little bit, right back down, up a little bit, back down. We're not going anywhere, Eric.
Yeah.
So why not tear it down? 42-year-old players. I'm never going to recover from that signing this week.
But the problem is, and the thing is, we cannot sit here and Senior, he's been advocating it for a very long time, tearing it down. Problem is, the moves that they've made does not indicate that they're tearing it down. The moves that they're making is they want to sit there and play mid. That's what they want to do, man. That's all it is. Thank you, Doc. If you spin mid, you're crossing your fingers for a wild card and catching lightning in a bottle. Exactly, man.
Yeah. And that's with pitching. That's with pitching.
And the thing is, Senior, I get it. You can't trade Chapman no more. You can't trade Chapman. You just got done being an instrumental part in signing him to an extension with a no trade clause. And then you're going to go and, hey, Matt, I made a mistake. Would you mind revoking that no trade? Come on. And then the word gets around, and you know what? Now your freaking word is mud. You're not going to get nothing done.
Truth hurts. Talking about our old Buddy Bird song. This is a sophomore season. He didn't play a whole year last year. And you're asking, you're just, again, you're hoping. You're hoping, though. You're hoping. Yeah, why are we going into a season with almost Eric, man for man on this team? There are hopes. Yastrzemski. I hope he gets out of the gate this year and doesn't bat 180 for the first 2 months. Wilmer. I hope he doesn't get hurt week 2. I hope.
Well, and this is the thing.
I hope he hits with runners in scoring position. Right. I hope the pitching can sustain us.
Right.
Hope.
That's all we got, man. That's all Giants are giving us at this particular time.
Hope springs eternal, man. You're going to be doing this for a long time.
So here we go.
Season. Hope.
Alex, great point. Eric, I truly believe that they thought they were landing Burns. That's why they spent money on Willie. And I think you're spot on. I think that decision by Burns is reverberating today. It's just I get it, LD. I understand, but I got to keep it real, man. I have to, man. I want to be positive. And look, I am rooting for guys like Ramos and Fitzgerald and Bailey and Lee and Matos. I'm rooting for these guys. I'm rooting for Harrison and Birdsong. But we got to call it what it is, man. We can't live in fairy tales. We just can't. Look, I tried to stay positive as long as I could. I did.
Eric, those names you just threw out there.
Again, those are all
Spin them out. Spin them out there again.
Yeah, I know.
Matos, a Bailey.
Yeah, you got Ramos, Lee, Matos, Fitzgerald, Bailey, Birdsong, Harrison.
And what's the common denominator? They're all young, developing players.
Yes. They're developing at the big league level.
Why aren't we doing that right from the ground up?
Well, talk to the Giants ownership, and
I wouldn't even waste my.
It's frustrating, man.
Quarter, 50 cents.
It's frustrating. I think they're right now. They're a mid team. As Eddie, 85 gets to me. That's mid. And you know what? 85 games is not going to get you into a third wild card. Not with the type of teams.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Eric. I think 85 is stretching it, and then even at 85, they don't get in.
Look,
come on.
Take it with a grain of salt because, again, we're not factoring in injuries. On paper, if everybody's healthy, the Giants are not making a wild card. If a team suffers some setbacks with injuries, then there you go. Then you may have a chance. Baseball's weird, okay? But that's what I'm tired of, man. That's what I want to just build a roster that is ready to go. Not sit here and, hey, maybe that team will fall on their face.
It'd be interesting to see how we get out of the gate. I remember last year, Eric? What did we win? Like 3 of our first 14 or 15? So it'll be interesting to see how we come out this year.
Yep.
See what the guys are saying then. After week 2, it'll be like, I told you, Eric, I told you.
You never know. Again, once, hey, I don't put stock in the first month. Look, you could totally look now if they shit the bed, that's a different story. Look, there's an old adage, can't win the pennant in April,
but you can
lose it.
Yeah.
Well, man, dude, it's so.
I would say that holds true for the San Francisco Giants, Eric, because if you get out of the gate slow and you're not worried about it, I am, because how are you going to make that up as the season progresses? You got to get out of the gate strong. You got to play 500 ball right away, at minimum. And if they start another 3 and whatever they started last year, 3-11, it's good night, Charlie. Come on.
Rick Montoya, an organization with the history the Giants have, shouldn't be going through shit like this. Yeah, I would agree with you, Rick.
Yes, Eric, but in a few years, I said this the other night on the show, in a few years' time, they're going to be talking about the history of the team. They're going to be talking about decades ago. They're not going to be talking, yeah, this is a rich team, a team with rich history. Eric, there's no recent historical bias for this club.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to come back. Eddie says this. The boys are ready. I heard Chapman's interview on KMBR. He said the boys are excited. You know what? What did I get? I don't look. Hey, Chapman also said that there's a bunch of guys calling him talking about coming to San Francisco, right? Come on. They're not going to come on. They're not going to come on the radio and say, you know what? Everyone seems pretty down and not excited. They're not going to say that. Of course he's going to come out and freaking say that.
Jesus, Eric.
Yeah, man. Anyways, back to real quick. Back to what Rick said.
Okay.
This is a historical franchise that has a lot of winning underneath its belt. It wasn't that long ago that they won quite a bit of World Series in a short amount of time, right? Hold on, listen. No.
Willie Mays is not playing on the ball club. Brett Butler's not here.
No, that's not the point. Listen to what I'm saying. The club has a history of having fantastic players. They have a recent history of winning a lot of World Series. Okay, they do. Problem is, the club doesn't seem to be acting that way, right? They seem to be falling by the wayside, and I don't know what it is. Look, and again, have the Giants fail on hard times? You know, sometimes clubs happen, right? It happens to clubs. They'll fall on hard times, and hey, look at the A's. Back in the day, man, when they were in Philadelphia, and even when they were in Oakland, man, they had some fantastic years. But now they've been on the downslide for a while, right?
Yeah, but when you're on the downslide, it's when you build it up. We're not building it up. We're maintaining a level. Come on.
But the problem is the Giants need to be better than that, right?
Damn right.
And why they're not, who knows, man? Who knows? I can't put the thumb on it. I can't. Is it the ownership? That's the only thing I could come up with. It's ownership. Maybe they're just not as I don't know. Maybe they're just not inspired. I don't know.
All right, Eric. I am always one to look ahead. I can't wait for the season to start. Here's how we do things. We start on the road in Cincinnati and Houston before coming home to play the Mariners and the Reds again, before we go out on the road for a nice little road trip against the Yankees, the Phillies, and the Angels.
Going to be tough.
Talk about tough schedule, dude.
The easiest one out of all of those is the Angels.
And that's like what?
Yeah.
The end of the month. We're a month into the season. Holy crap, Eric. That's guys, call it what it is. That's tough. You got the Reds, and you think the Reds aren't going to play a little more inspired baseball under that new manager, Eric?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Terry Francona is going to do some work with them.
The Astros are what the Astros, you know what they throw at you?
Mm-hmm.
The Mariners?
Exactly, Toby. That's what I'm talking about. But the problem is, don't you get the feeling, though, that the current ownership with the Giants don't seem to really care about that, though? You see what I'm saying?
I care more.
Because look, Toby, right? If you're in a division where you got guys out there spending a lot of money and they got a lot of talent, the only way you're going to keep up is either you spend some too, or you just freaking rebuild and just wait for them to go. Once they start, once they crest it and they start going on a downhill, maybe you take advantage. I don't know, man, but it just seems a little bit, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, it's these other teams that are making moves, Eric. Somebody just said
I know.
a few minutes ago, but they think the Angels might kind of be playing inspired ball. At least they're out there making moves, Eric. They've probably made more moves in the last 2 to 3 months than we have in 3 years. The Angels.
Yeah.
What happened to brotherly love? Send somebody over our way.
Toby, it's Posey's first offseason. I get it. No, hey, Toby, I'm the first one to sit here and say Buster Posey, he admitted it. He's green, probably doesn't really have his feet. He's not balanced, right? He's not balanced because he's in a brand new position, hasn't done this before. This is his first off season, and he's going to stumble. I get it. I understand it. The part that sucks, though, is that you had Corbin Burns right in your lap. And for whatever reason, Giants couldn't.
I understand he's green, but I'm just tired of no matter what.
You know why? You know why? I'll tell you why.
I'm just tired of whatever circumstance it comes to on any given night here. There's always excuses.
I'll tell you what.
How come they don't sell out on Mondays? Oh, Monday's not a good
I tell you what.
day. And how come they don't do these deals?
The problem is, no, well, here's the problem, because Buster Posey took over for a guy everyone was tired of.
Just too many excuses. What'll it be next year, Eric? Oh, there was only next year. We don't sign anybody of any prominence. You know what it'll be? You know what it'll be, Eric? Well, it's a really down year for free agents. Maybe next year. It's always next year. Come on, Eric, admit it. It's always next year.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like,
what's up, Mike?
Said, recently we won the World Series. Eric, we won what is it now? 14 years ago?
Uh-huh.
12 years ago?
Where did I see this? Hold on, I saw some.
Falling on hard times. It's been a decade, and we're not getting any better. Mm-hmm. Another year won't hurt. Yeah, we'll suck for another year. Hey, Mike.
Take a look at this. I see this in the chat.
Keep calm and chat on, man. No 4-hour show tonight.
Baseball has so much talent at the hot corner. Top 10 third baseman right now. Jose Ramirez, number 1. Rafael Devers, number 2. Alex Bregman, who's still out there, number 3. Manny Machado, number 4. Austin Riley, number 5. Matt Chapman, number 6. Nolan Arenado, number 7. Max Muncy, number 8. Isaac Paredes, number 9. And Eugenio Suarez rounds out number 10.
Suarez has a better bat than Chapman, Eric.
Yeah. So I don't know what Susan Slusser is saying. Why is she saying that Matt Chapman is better than Ramirez? Did she actually say that, guys? Did someone actually say that?
What's that?
So come on, Susan Slusser didn't actually say that, right? What's up, Eric? This is the MLB ranking them. Did she tweet it, or was it a report? Let's take a look. Hold on. We just saw the list. We saw where everyone's at.
Yeah, but local media guys, you can call them homers. That's what they're paid to do.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Not paid to have controversy. They're paid to promote the local team.
Oh, she said it on the MLB Network? Hold on. Hold on. So if I go to MLB, it'll be on MLB. I don't like playing MLB stuff.
Senior says check the tweets.
MLB, I think. Hold on. What? Let me see. Is there?
Miguel says one of the best, not the best.
Do they actually have clips on Twitter of it? I don't think they do. No, I'm not seeing it. If it was on Twitter, I'll do it. I'm not going on MLB.com. That's verboten.
Mike says he retweeted it. Maybe that's what I'm getting there now.
You retweeted it? I'm getting it too. Hold on 1 second.
I don't see it. I don't see it here.
There it is. Hold on. MLB Network on X. When was this freaking sent, dude?
Is that true?
Oh, Mike just sent it. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Mike. LD? Justin Verlander bought into a Colombian soccer team today. He's hanging around making some money on the side. Just hanging out for the money. Come on.
Hold on. Let me listen to this first.
Guys, I'm still pissed off about that signing.
I don't
need to buy tickets to see those games. What am I? Chopped liver, Mike?
Hey guys, I'm here, but I'm listening. Listening.
Alex, one last. He said in his interview just 2 days ago, he's like, "Oh, I'm pitching till I'm 45." And then what did Buster have the balls to say? Well, if he's half decent, we'll bring him back next year. Come on. Oh my God, Eric, we're already talking about an off season like that next year. If he's half decent, we'll bring him back. 43 years old, Eric. Can't beat it. Good deal. Hey, Bogser, I'm not that big. You know what? Bart was a bit of a... I'm not going to say it. He's a...
Here we go.
You know, they say you can be like a 4-tool, 2-tool player. He was 1-tool player.
I welcome a different top 10, by the way, and you did give us a different top 10. Go ahead. Give us your list.
Quite different. Yeah, I've got Matt Chapman number 1, which probably is not a surprise to anybody considering that I'm in the Bay Area. I covered him almost his entire career, both in Oakland and San Francisco. He's just the best. You just look at the stats in terms of playing third base, leadership, all of that. We'll talk about him more, I'm sure. And then I've got Ramirez.
I'm going to keep going.
Leadership. I'm tired of that too. Leadership. Leader on the bench. Doesn't win you games.
Yes! Hold on.
And 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position doesn't win you games either. I think she forgot about some of those nights at Oracle last year, Eric.
Okay, here we go.
Come on.
It's there, but I have to stop start at the very, very top. I also love Matt Chapman. There's no way I could get him ahead of Jose Ramirez. There's no way. But yeah. You do what? Now, I respect a beat reporter who is there every day watching it every inning. So sell me on Matt Chapman. What are you seeing that's obviously selling you a little above his stats?
Well, defensively, he is just. I live in an area in which we've had so many great third basemen. Matt Williams with the Giants, obviously. Eric Chavez in his 6 Gold Gloves in Oakland. Josh Donaldson turned himself into a great third baseman. Matt Chapman's the best I've seen. And this is, we take pride in the Bay Area in our third baseman. By far the Giants' best player. And he's really, Buster Posey's obviously sold. He's the one that really tried to slam home the deal with the extension for Chapman last year. And he is by far the team leader among the position players at this point.
I'll say, Susan, I'm with you on all of that. I can get Chapman to number 2, but at number 1, you say you love him. It doesn't seem like you love Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is also fielding at a high level, not Chapman's level, but his base running, right? His contact hitting, his power hitting. It's all there, and it's there year after year. That I could not. How do you get Chapman above? Like only you and Baseball Reference War could get Chapman above Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Only a Giant fan.
Yes, we both love Chapman. Yeah, no, I honestly, Jose Ramirez, really, I think he might be my favorite player to watch. So, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I almost want to go NL, AL on this one and cheat as much as possible. This is a guy who's going to win an MVP. The speed is you go for. Wait, all that and 41 steals and an extremely good third baseman.
Right.
I'm not just doing this just to be different. I love Matt Chapman at third. I do think he is the best defensive third baseman, and that's what I'm going for. We're going by position. Well, if you want to talk overall players, I've got Jose Ramirez right up there too.
Okay.
She's no spring chicken, Eric, and not to be critical. Get rid of the nose. What is it? Nose ring she's wearing? Get rid of that.
I don't do that. I just go by whatever they're saying.
I do. Come on, grow up.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, YouTube. And
Whatever.
Wilmer, number 3, DH this year, Eric. Let's see where she puts Wilmer on the list. Chapman, number 1. I'm telling you, she must have missed quite a few of those at-bats last year, Eric. We got to set her straight.
It's not even that. It's just whatever. Not gonna even.
The guy can hit decent. You know what he. In my opinion, Eric, when it comes to
I'm not saying that he's not a bad guy. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think he's the number 1 third baseman.
He's great third baseman on the field.
Yes, he is. He's fantastic.
Swinging the bat, Eric. He gets his hits. Gets a few extra base hits along the way, doesn't he? But when the chips are down, he doesn't show.
That's the issue. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? You imagine a big game in the playoffs, Eric? He's the least guy I want at bat. The least guy I want coming to the plate. When the game is down 2 outs, bottom of the ninth in a playoff game, and Matt Chapman's coming up, Eric. You know it's not going to end well. Statistically speaking, it doesn't end well.
Yeah, it hasn't for a while.
But he's number 1 on our list. Well, not on our list, but
whatever. Interesting. That's interesting.
Somebody says Glenn's a little grinchy tonight. It's the topics we have to follow. We're going down that road. My God, what do you want me to say? God. If you and I were doing a show.
What's up, Taylor? Hey, man. Like I said, hey, dude, I want to be positive, Taylor. I do, but you got to keep it real. It can't be rainbows and sunshine.
Don't give me that either, babe.
And here's the thing.
Babe says they're playing Farhan ball. Wait till next year, Eric. It'll be different next year. Why? Farhan's gone.
No. This he's talking about this coming year. It's going to be the way that they play is going to be different. And that's going to help them, right? That's going to help them because you're not going to have Farhan running out the lineup and doing all this crazy micromanaging stuff. So the Giants will, I think, be better in that sense. But players still got to go out there and execute, period.
On the Grinch. That's right.
They have to go out there and look, am I saying, look, I'm not sitting here saying the Giants are going to be dead last. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're mid. I'm saying that they're a 500 team. I'm not saying they're the damn Chicago White Sox. It's not what I'm saying.
Robbie C sighting tonight. Holy smoke.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, more cat, and I'll tell you what. Tomorrow night, I'll bring back the Mafia look for you. How about it? Tomorrow night, I'll bring back the hat. Come on, Toby. That's slanderous talk. I'm not a Giant fan.
Wow.
Some of the stuff they post.
All right, I'm gonna warm up this coffee, man.
Want me to do the sponsors? How long are you gonna be?
I'm just gonna be a minute. That's all.
All right, I'm getting close to signing out. Anyway, I'm on the radio shortly. We've got our sponsors. You know about them, guys, but we have to let them have their say. All the channels do. We're blessed to have sponsors, and they keep us rolling. Duxwell Printing in the Bay Area. They are classy. I've had a chance to meet them, sold them on the show. I asked him to come on the show. He goes, no, not me. I'm not coming on. I don't do TV. So Genesis Gold, IRA.com, another one of our proud sponsors. Lefties only over in Burlingame. Guys, it was over there at Christmas. Bernice couldn't tear me out of the place. Like, they're like, sir, we're closing. I'm like, yeah, I'm only going to be here another 20 minutes. I was buying stuff off the shelf, and I'm like, hey, how much for this? And they had all kinds of Wilmer Flores autograph stuff. And they said that it's been flying off the shelves. People are fired up about them. So, hey, I trust lefties. And where would we be without our major sponsor of the show? Each and every night, they're there for us. So we got to be there for them. They are bettercreditcards.com. If you need a credit card, they are your number one source to choose the better credit card for you.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
So make sure that you support them because they support us and they make the show possible. So thank you. Thank you, all of our sponsors. Chapman's good at third, guys. Adames, he's going to bring you a solid bat. Yeah. I watched some of his defensive plays on the YouTube channels, Eric. The guy isn't exactly a Gold Glove winner over there.
Last year he had a down year. Years before that he was good. He was. So I don't know what's going on last year. Maybe he was fighting something.
See what happens.
I don't know. All right.
Stop with the Randall. We see you.
Yeah, Randall Gritchick.
We talked about it.
What?
We gave it its 30 seconds. That's it.
What? Just start Luis Matos. We don't need a Randall Gritchick, man.
Randall Gritchick.
We don't need
guys
him.
Were talking earlier, Eric. Oh, it's a bench player. Then we'll have Luis Matos. If it's not Matos, then it's going to be Yaz.
Yaz is the bench player, man. He's your fourth outfielder.
We debate on that, but
Yaz is your fourth outfielder. Have Luis Matos. See what you got. Play him the whole year. See what he has. If he doesn't have it, you move off of him. That's it. It's simple. It's not freaking rocket science, man. Play Matos.
You know what's actually quite amusing, Eric? I didn't even know Randall Gritchick was still playing.
Yeah, I knew he was playing. He played for Arizona last year.
Yeah, but I thought he was retired. When was the last time you heard his name, Eric?
Yeah, it's been a while.
There you go. Randall freaking Gritchick.
Right? Am I right? Just start Matos. What's wrong with that? What is so difficult about starting? You talked about wanting to play the young guys. Well, play the guy. If Matos doesn't get it done, then you find somebody else. That's what you do. You don't need a Randall Gritchick. Yaz can be your fourth outfielder.
Oh, I don't care, Grant. No more Randall talk.
All we got, but one thing we got. What's going to be? You know who's going to have some important years this year? There's going to be a few guys.
Who's that?
Ramos, Lee,
agree. Oh,
Fitzgerald, and Bailey. Those four guys.
All right, half the team.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
And maybe, and if it's Matos, it might. The reason why I say that is because this is what I'm saying. Ramos has shown that he could do something. But now is the league going to adjust, and can he adjust back? That's going to be key. And it's the same with Bailey. It's the same with Fitzgerald. It's the same with Jung. Now, Jung-Hoo Lee, a little bit different because I don't know if they had enough on him because he only played for about a month and a half. But look, it's these guys this is going to be an important year for them. It's, you talk about the sophomore slumps. Every single one of them are going to be in their sophomore slump. Or in their sophomore year, I should say.
There you go.
Yeah, they're going to be in their sophomore year. So let's see what happens, man. Look, we can't sit there and say, oh yeah, Ramos is going to go out there bat 270, hit you 25 home runs. I mean, you got to see what he does. And
maybe there's something to this, Eric. Justin Kerwin, did you see his comment? Melvin's a veteran manager. He don't like the kids. Any truth to that? Do you think?
I don't know, Justin. I don't know. And Glenn. I've never heard of that. That would be anyone else? Has anyone else heard that? Because I have not. And I'm not going to put something out there that I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about.
That's an interesting take, man. And to say, we'll see. Especially if he gets to call the lineup this year and there's no more shenanigans and then there'll be no more Eric, as far as the management goes of this ball club, when it comes to the on-field product, Eric, there's no more excuses this year. He's got to run this show. He's got the what is it? The keys to the car? He's got the keys to the car, Eric. So no more bullshit. Field me a team. Field me the best team. And then if we see signs of last year again, Eric, makes me question things. Imagine that. Do you remember last year, trade deadline? Well, we wanted
Don't
to
get
get
me
this
started.
guy.
Don't even
We
get me
gave
started.
Melvin the keys to the car. I'm like, it's your team. What are you doing?
Mark Canna. Remember that one? Mark Canna.
Dan Ugla. I met
Mark
Dan. He's a good guy. I met him when he played for Florida.
Mark Canna.
Miami Marlin.
I'd rather have Greg Nettles.
Greg Nettles III.
He was a red ass.
Pinstriper. Ron say the Penguin. The Penguin. All right. He waddled like a penguin, but he could hit.
That was a good trade, Parker. That Bryant trade was a good one. Because at the end of the season, I should say in the postseason, there's only two guys that hit during that 2021 postseason. It was Posey and Chris Bryant. Everybody else fell off the map.
This is true too, though, Eric. He wanted Mark Canna. Or Canna. He got him.
He got him.
Not the wisest choice.
And Rob C., he played the young guys when he was the A's manager. Then again, that's all they really had. They didn't have too many veterans, right? They traded them all away. They traded all the youngsters away eventually.
Yeah, as they always do.
I don't know, man.
Hey, you know what, Eric?
Look,
you must be really excited because I see a whole different, just the vibe around A's baseball this year seems to be more electric than ours. I don't feel the vibe that A's fans are getting. I was on an A's chat the other day, and they're excited, Eric.
They signed a guy today too. They signed a Japanese player, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, there you go.
Right? I think
who the hell's running our minor league system right
now? Kyle Haynes, right? Isn't he the guy?
Shore it up, people. Shore it up. The next Ohtani. Oh yeah, is he the high schooler? He can throw close to 100, but he also hit like 45 bombs. I was reading about that guy today, Eric. Morkatna says they got the next Ohtani from Japan. I was reading about him. His number's pretty electric.
Figures.
I agree with Dan. I don't have.
Yeah, there he is. Matt Chapman is a great third baseman defensively, but offensively, he's not even a top 8. Ramirez, Devers, Machado, Bregman, Suarez, boom, Riley, Vientos, Arenado are all more productive hitters.
Yeah. Yeah, Muncy can hit too.
And look at that. And you know what's crazy? Alex Bregman. You know what's crazy? Hey, Glenn, isn't that a little bit weird?
What's that?
Bregman, according to MLB, is the third highest ranked third baseman in the league, and he's still out there to be taken. Is that crazy, dude? Is that crazy? How has he not found a team, man? How has Bregman not found a team?
A part of it, Eric, I think that you got guys like Ohtani now. Last year and this year, you got Soto. They're kind of setting precedent for contracts that even the nobodies, Eric, are getting bigger money, man. And I think Major League Baseball is starting to say, wait a sec, we're not giving you all that in a bag of chips too.
Yeah.
And I think it gets a little silly because there's some damn good ball players who've signed and are still available, Eric. You could probably have used free agency this year if you started with nobody on the field, you could have pieced together a decent ball club from nothing.
Yeah.
For a Major League Baseball ready salary, right? For the year. You could have spent enough that got you a team. But when you see guys are making $700 million and then guys are coming in, well, I wanted a fringe player. I want 6 years. Eric,
I know, right?
26 million. 6 years.
Right. It's a good point.
I think greed's taking over. And I think the owners,
you're not wrong.
The owners are starting to say, wait a second. Like Bregman, Eric, a great ball player, but again, you can't sign him to a long-term contract, Eric. I wouldn't.
Right.
Maybe that's the holdup. Doesn't he want longer term?
Hold on 1 second. Interesting.
And the polar bear. The polar bears, you know what? A lot of these guys, what we saw it was Snell last year. I want 6 years and big money. Geez, he was basically a 1-year guy in San Francisco. Got greedy.
What's up, champ? Thanks for the retweet. Appreciate it. Hey, let's see what we got here. You know who that is, right?
Ooh. Oh, geez, really?
Hey, it's only 19 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Time is starting to run short here. We're going to go to spring training in less than a month. Pete Alonso, Giants, question mark. I will say this. I have heard that they want to do more things after signing Verlander. And so they're still working. That's a team to keep an eye on. And I'm going to keep an eye on them, as I said I would. Flaherty.
What do you make of that? What do you make of that, guys?
I'm not reading.
Are you excited? Is the excitement level getting a little bit? Is it starting to climb a little bit when you hear that? Remember, he's the voice of Boris. And Boris has two guys that are still out there, Alonso and Bregman. Does this do anything for you guys? Giants fans, you want to talk positive? Come on, let's go. Are you happy? Are you not happy? Is it something to see or is it nothing to see? What do you got here, guys? Senior, he's just blowing hot air. Not with John Heyman, says Hope. Still doing work, Rob C.
Yeah, but can they make it better with
Heyman
moves,
is
Eric?
a liar, says Justin. I'm fired up, says Rob C.
Well, that's great, Rob. But if they work a little magic, is the team going to get that much better? Can they improve the ball club, Eric?
Hold on, let me go. I'll tell you. Heyman is Boris's talks piece. He's trying to create a market for Alonso. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Excited? No, but I do believe the Giants are still looking to do moves. They have to. I see light, gentlemen. Let's win the West, Rob. I like what you're saying, buddy. Honestly, I like what he's saying. He wants to, that should be the goal, right, Glenn? That should be the goal. You want to win the West, but you got to put a team together to be able to do that. That's the key.
Eric,
right?
Eric, get
Come
real.
on.
Okay, get real. Get real. This organization cannot build an LA Dodgers.
Come on. No, I'm not saying that, but
compete.
you can do. But there's other ways. There's other ways you can, but it's going to take some. You know what it's going to take? Some intestinal fortitude. And what does the intestinal fortitude consist of? What do you think? The biggest thing.
Spend money and take a little risk once in a while.
There you go. There you go. Intestinal fortitude. Let's go.
Take a little chance. Nabba say that. Take a chance on me. They're taking Eric. They took a $2 million chance on a 16-year-old. Take a chance and get me somebody who can play today.
There you go. Hey, Glenn. There you go.
Jesus. $2 million on a guy. I'm not even. Eric and I might be dead and gone.
Hey, now maybe you, not me.
Maybe me. Jeez, my heart. Jesus.
Your ticker.
I gotta calm it down. But geez,
no,
they're talking about making. No. Are we making moves to get better, Eric? Geez, Eric, if you go to the outhouse and you fall in the hole, you fall in the shitter, you can claw your way out. But guess what? You still smell like shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we going to make all kinds of moves now, guys? You getting excited? I'm not excited.
Hold on. Eric, you said win the West. No, that should be the goal. Alex, that should always be the goal. The goal should always to win your division. Whether you're a fan of someone in NL East or the NL West, your goal should be to want to win the West. Now, whether you have the tools to do so is a different story, but you should always want to win the West. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, again, let's go back to this. John Heyman, mouthpiece for Boris.
Can't hear you.
That was great.
Were you screaming? We couldn't hear you.
Here. How about here?
Can't hear you. What are you? You must be loud or something. You just completely break off.
It's when Heyman cried on the radio.
Oh.
Love it.
Slam. I think he had a telephone because it went slam.
He had the landline. He had a landline going on.
He's old school, boys. He's old school.
Oh man, what's up, Christian?
I think I'm gonna get one of those little side. You ever see them, Eric? We used to have one at the other radio station. It was a little box. I showed you my little recording box. It was a little bigger, and it's got the colored. And you want an instant cry? I just go. I get a little button. I guess we could do it through here, our media assets, but it gets too complicated with too much stuff in there. We need to make it sound. We gotta have a. We got to make it, I don't know, a little vibrant here, Eric.
Vibrant.
Vibrant. Are we not vibrant enough?
Well, no, I think we are. The Giants, I think we're a little bit more exciting than the Giants at this particular time, but hey, that's just me. What's up, Christian, man? I hope you're having a good night, man.
Damn right. Hey, are you on the show tomorrow night? You taking the show on the road tomorrow night?
I'm being interviewed.
Yeah, I thought you were taking the show on the road. You're going to do a warm-up show tomorrow night with Christian and
that's going to be
Gregory.
Here. Matter of fact, here, you want to bring this? Let's bring this up. This is fantastic.
Eric, you didn't even have to say that. I was just queuing it up for you.
I got to find it. Where the heck are they? They're in here somewhere. There they are. This is going to be great.
The longer Eric and I work, the smoother it'll get, guys. It'll be.
Yeah.
Eric, you on a show? I heard you're taking it on the road tomorrow night. Eric, you're going to take the show on the road, do a pregame. The Sounds of Silence brought to you by Simon and Garfunkel. Eric, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Eric? We're going live to Eric. Eric, come in, Eric.
Oh, that's great. Hold on one second.
Eric,
I'm getting it.
The new Glenn launch. Come on, Eric.
I'm getting it. Stand by. Stand by.
Oh, Bernice gets so pissed. That's one of my old radio lines. Stand by one.
Here we go. This is great. I love it.
Stand by one.
What's up, skaters? The Giants could have had Max Fried. How do you like it here? Craig from Skaters on Baseball. What's up, man? I need someone to bump this off of, man. Nobody is going to be able to flash him money. I was looking for some news. This is not exactly the news I was expecting. Again, guys, I'm just trying to figure this out. I love it, dude. I freaking love it, dude.
The Eric Romo bobblehead appearance.
I like love it, dude. That is such a freaking awesome promo.
He does a good job with his
with
what he's got to work with over there, the videos, man. He's got a lot of
sweet talent. Dude.
Yeah.
God, that's so freaking awesome, man.
Hey, and they call a spade over there as well, guys. You want to tune into that show? They'll bring it.
Yeah, hey guys, there's a lot guys, a lot of channels out there. NorCal Sports Network, ours here, Giant Sports Talk Live, Skaters on Baseball, Even Year Dynasty. Hum Baby, don't forget Hum Baby. He was like the beginning, so to speak. And then of course, Locked On Giants got him as who.
Hey, we're here every day.
Whoa, what do we got here?
We're here every day. What? Breaking news?
No. It's Corbin Burns discusses his decision to join the Diamondbacks.
Oh God.
Let me read this real quick.
We're going down that road?
Hold on, let's see. I'm just trying to see what he's saying here.
Arson all excited because Barry Bonds bobblehead night, July 19th. Oh boy! Eric got a Buster Hosey. It could have been his dog, Buster Hosey Pug Night. Buster, whatever is it? Buster Posey doll. Eric tried to give it to the kid down. He said, I don't want it. You literally chased him down the road. Here, take my bobblehead. Nah, I don't want it. They were in hot demand. God. And if you weren't with us last night, guys, I'm not too keen on the giveaways next year, but if you are a fan of what's that movie called, Eric? I've never seen it.
Star Wars.
What? Yeah, a lot of Star Wars giveaways.
Man,
I've never seen that. Have you?
You never seen Star Wars?
Look at me like a handsome guy that I am. Jesus.
You haven't seen Star Wars?
No. I know the song though. Dun, 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 dun.
Holy shit. There's Barrio. Hey, you weren't here to say Barrio Speedwagon. He wanted to come and join the show, but it was getting towards the end. I'll throw him out the link. See if he comes in. All right, here, let's take a look at this real quick, guys.
You heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who.
As hefty as Burns' contract is, Boris said, there was no question the right-hander turned down larger offers from other teams. Past reports indicated that the Blue Jays and possibly the Orioles were willing to top Arizona's offer, though Burns said today that he had only received concrete offers from the Jays and the Giants.
The hell was that? Oh,
that's Toby. Hit that link, Mario. Hit that link, man. And you come in here. We can bring in Toby. Toby hasn't been in a while.
I was looking for. Oh, Eric. I got to head over to radio in a few minutes. I've got a fun fact I'm going to share on the show tonight. I thought of you.
What you got?
Well, occasionally you shave, right? Get a little clean shave. Sideburns, right? You remember back in the day, remember seeing all the U.S. presidents and guys in Congress? Remember the size of the sideburns on some of those guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Sideburns. Where did mankind, if you will, come up with the name Sideburns? What is that? What is that all about? Sideburns. Any idea?
I don't know. Did it come from Ambrose Burnside?
Here's a little Military Chronicles history update for you. Sideburns were named after American Civil War General Burnside, who had
How about that?
Have
you seen Burnside?
Mustache.
Have you seen what Burnside looks like?
Dude, I've got about 6 of his books here. I'm big on the Civil War, dude. Civil War and World War II. I'm just reading one here about the SS right now. I'm reading this one. I'm working on that one, but geez. I got to stop buying books with 1,200 pages, Eric. I get to about 800 and it kind of peters off.
Hey.
Jesus. Yeah,
Benji.
General Burnside.
Benji.
Some fun facts for you.
Hold on, what do we
detail.
got here?
I got some trivia coming up on the show tonight, Eric. Somebody used the term, it was Mike O. Later on in the show on the radio side, I'm going to do words and phrases that have been unofficially banned in 2025. Eric, one of them is a phrase you hear on this show, game changer.
Game changer.
And Mike, I cannot believe Mike earlier in the show, I didn't want to jump into this at that point before we were just getting going. Mike O used a term that is on the top 5.
What's that?
A word and phrase should never be uttered out of a man's mouth in 2025. And Mikey O came into the show tonight, into the chat, and he used it. Yo. He goes, yo, Eric. Yo, Glenn. Like, oh my God. My topic of discussion. There we go. Look at that. What an ugly bugger. Jeez,
Ambrose Burnside. By the way, not a very good general, just so you know.
Not a good looking man. Was he married? Did he have a wife?
Not a very good general, guys.
It's like my hockey cards. My hockey cards back, and even baseball, Eric. Some of the ball players back in the early 70s, mid 70s. You look at their ball card, and on the back it says, plays for the California Golden Seals. He's 26. But on the card, he's balding, and he's got the mustache. Guy looked like he was 62 years old, Eric.
Mm.
How old was that? How old's that guy in that picture?
He was probably good, maybe in his 40s. Somewhere on there?
Yeah, that's a bad-looking man.
Look up. He wasn't a very good general. Look up the Battle of Fredericksburg.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. I'm going to take a picture of that picture.
Take a picture of that.
I'm having a bad day, I'll take a look at that and say, my life's not so bad, Eric. That's a bad-looking man. You ever think of doing something wild with the facial hair yourself?
No.
No? It comes
once it gets too damn itchy, then it comes off.
You've got professional athlete beard. You shave and it's back in like 6 days, man. You get
it's pretty damn quick.
Yeah, this is me for a week. I get a little stubble. It could turn white though. Sucks.
Hey, let's bring in Toby, man. What's up, Toby?
Toby there?
What's up, y'all? It's been a minute.
There he is. Been a minute.
What's going on, man? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great. I know what I'm not as doom and gloom as everyone seems to be on the team.
I'll tell you what, Toby. I'm not doom and gloom so much. The issue I have, it's just the Giants can't seem to get out of mid, right?
I keep saying Buster hasn't had the job 6 months. One off season, you can't fix all of Farhan shit in one off season.
I get it. But did they miss on Burns?
I don't know. I don't like. Yes, obviously we missed on Burns, but if you look at his numbers, they keep going down year by year.
But his
And
ground
I
ball
was
rate is still there, and that's why I think he's still, especially with the type of infield that we're going to have, I think it would have played perfectly for the Giants.
and I was just watching a YouTube video about how Arizona has had a bad time with starting pitchers that have been free agents that have gotten paid and have not done very well.
Right, like
And it
Jordan
was very
Montgomery.
interesting. So it was like, is he gonna look at Bumgarner? He was kind of on the tail end of
Oh
his career,
yeah,
but they've had quite a
they
few
paid him
guys
some
get
money.
paid over there, and then they're not the same player. I don't know why that is, but for some reason Arizona has that history. I'll send you the video. It's very interesting.
Okay.
How
Well, I'll
that
tell you one thing
happens.
about Arizona. I mean, they got the second highest altitude, right behind Colorado.
Colorado,
So the
yeah.
ball flies in Arizona. So if again, he's a ground ball pitcher, so that's going to help. But yeah, maybe that's why certain pitchers have issues, because if they're not ground ball pitchers, well, you're gonna pay.
Absolutely. But
I
I
mean,
I don't think it's that bad.
okay,
Willie is going to be able to protect Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman's a 5 WAR player just offensively, so his WAR 7.1. That is all-star to MVP level production. His 5.4 WAR is offensive, so it wasn't even carried by his defense this year. And that is an all-star level production. That doesn't just happen. You don't get guys off of the trees. I think I saw somewhere in the chat, "Oh, give me Matt Duffy." It's like, what? What are we doing?
I know, and that's I get
Like,
it.
I get it.
I'm not going to go that far.
We deserve more as fans because we have the greatest ballpark in the world. We've had the highest of highs, and it's not fun. But we're not the White Sox. Our
No,
team
we're
isn't
not.
on the
Right.
our team isn't on the verge of moving.
True.
There's a lot worse positions we could be in, and I think we can only get better. He hasn't even had the job 6 months.
I get it. No, I said that, but that's the problem, right? That is a problem, because when someone is green like he is, he's not going to be able to take advantage. Look, next offseason, there's no pitchers to be had on the free agent market. This was the year to
Not
get
true. Dylan Cease is a free agent. Who else? There's a couple guys. There are a few arms, but I think it's primarily bat heavy. There are a few arms though.
Yeah. Okay. Dylan Cease. Okay. Yeah.
Dylan Cease. There's a few arms that maybe fit us a little bit. Oh, I think Valdez is going to be a free agent next year, and it doesn't seem like. And he's a ground ball pitcher. If you want anybody that will come in and complement Webb, why not Valdez?
Wait a second.
That's why. See, that's what. Okay, who do you think is going to cut? Well, maybe he would be a little bit cheaper, but
he's not going to cost $200 million.
No, I don't think he'll cost $200 million.
Yeah, but Toby, did you hear the clip yesterday when Eric played the clip on the air? I don't know if he still got it, but Buster said, if Verlander has a decent year, I'm signing him again next year. Oh, what are we going to do? Are we signing Verlander again? Am I going to go through the mayhem again a year from now?
No.
Glenn might throw himself in the ocean if Verlander signs next year.
Might.
Ocean.
Here's the thing.
We need the clip of that though, so we could.
Yeah,
so you guys can monetize that.
Hey, Toby, real quick.
Monetize. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe Eric and I just do the polar bear. Hey, we don't
you should do the plunge.
We do the polar bear plunge next year. Eric.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it, Glenn.
I'm too old. I'd die, man.
Yeah, forget about that crap. Yes, I was advocating for Soto because Soto is Soto, right?
Yeah. $800 million though is gonna break a team in the next 5 to 6 years.
Wait a second. Here's a road you haven't gone down in a while. Wait a sec. You're talking about Soto, and remember last year we were in on Ohtani? Here's a road we haven't gone down for a while, Eric. Where's all this money being spent that we were willing to spend it on Ohtani, but I haven't seen them dish out all of that money that's just in the brink truck out behind the stadium. Where is it?
Yeah,
is it back in the bank collecting interest, and they're saying, "Oh, we just make our money."
Yes, but here's the thing: once Soto signed in, I was like, "Okay, let's go. Let's go get some pitchers." I really wanted to get Sasaki. You guys know that I wanted to get Sasaki, and it would have been awesome if you could get Burns, because now you're playing to your strengths as far as at home at Oracle Park, and of course, good pitching is going to help you when you're on the road too. Mm-hmm. You have a dominant pitching. Hey, you could stay in it. You don't need those ginormous bats like the Dodgers have. right?
No
That's what
one
I want
does.
him to do.
Very few team. No, I don't think any team is matching their bats. Look
No.
at the Yankees. They look
No.
like, okay, maybe they can. They look not even close to their league. So like
Okay.
when people like try and compare the Dodgers, like no, we can't do that. Like yes, everyone wants to win the West, but realistically, we need to get in the top 4 of the National League, or
Mm.
yeah, the top 4, top 6, whatever it is now.
And
Because
here's the question. Okay, let's talk about lineup. Does the Giants have a better lineup than the San Diego Padres right now? I don't think they do.
okay, so I
Think
have
about
an idea on
They're
that. I think
tradable.
Tatis is due for a better season.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill, you guys keep talking about sophomore
Yeah.
slumps. Jackson
They
Merrill
need
might go through a sophomore slump. Who do they have in left field? Profar is a free agent, and he's been shit outside of San Diego. But
Correct.
it seems like he wants a multi-year deal. I don't think they're giving any kind of deals right now, given their state. Unless they get Sasaki, I don't think they're giving out any deals right now.
I think
So
if we had a solid first baseman, I think we compete with that lineup.
I don't think we do.
yes, Bryce Eldridge.
Ramos?
Did you read about what Buster said? I think he's gonna force our hand. I think he's that good. He's gonna force his hand into that lineup this year.
Oh, talking about Eldridge.
Yeah, like he wants him in. He wants him in the minor leagues, and he goes, if he forces our hand, then
Wow, there was a little bit at the end. I think he said he was stressing he's got to get a year under his belt.
yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this. They got Machado, they got Tatis, they got Cronenworth, they got Arias, they got
I like Cronenworth.
Merrill.
Mhm.
Who do they got behind the dish? I know they got a guy that's coming up. I don't know if he's going to play this year.
Probably
Solis
like-
is only like
Yeah.
18. We're not worried about him.
so we're not
right
worried
now.
about him then.
Yeah, Solis is 18
I don't know
years
who's
old.
I don't know who's going to be in left field. I don't know who's going to. Oh, Xander Bogaerts. They got a
That
deep
looks
lineup.
like the worst contract in all
True.
of America right now.
And you got to remember he also had a broken shoulder for
Yep.
a lot of the season last year. So there's that. But again, I think I'm just saying, I think it's a better lineup. Arizona, they got a pretty damn decent lineup. A lot of youth in there.
They
A lot of
lost Jock. They're gonna lose Randall Grichuk.
Yep.
Look
But
at
Grichuk
his
didn't
year.
do a whole lot.
No, yes, he did. He had a solid year. Go
Did
look
he?
at his numbers on
Didn't go
Baseball
there.
Reference. He had a very
Nope.
solid year. Hey, I'm gonna say that just because I know it'll make Glenn
he did.
furious. I say replace Wilmer with Randall Grichuk, a faster guy,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and
Okay.
he could smoke left-handed hitting.
It's a platoon hitter. He had 254 at bats.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
him and Jock switched. So look at what those two guys did. Jock just got his deal in Texas.
Fine. If you're having to platoon him with in the lineup with Jock, forget it. Ugh. I don't want.
That's what Arizona did last year.
Are you
and they had a
telling
great
me-
season.
Are you telling me that you are advocating in any way, shape, or form to add Randall Grichuk to this lineup?
I don't want not if it's gonna keep from Matos. That's now if you want
No. I don't know. I don't want him playing the outfield.
Why
He
you want-
can maybe get a spot start, but I
Oh,
want him at
come on,
DH against
man.
left-handed
Come
hitters
on.
As a
more
DH.
than
I'll
Wilmer.
tell you something.
Well,
This organization better turn it around and turn it around fast, because some guys were talking earlier. Maybe it was Eric said, or maybe it was you, Toby, said we're not the White Sox. You know, we're
Absolutely.
not. We're not the White Sox.
No,
but
we're
guess
not the White
what?
Sox.
You keep
We're not the White Sox.
screwing around, and you're in the National League West, and you want to keep playing like these organizations. Remember, Eric, you can talk about a nice ballpark. We were literally last page of a contract away from losing a team in the Bay Area.
Mhm.
The San Francisco Giants were going to walk. They were out of here. They wanted out. Goodbye. See ya.
Well, they were broke too. They weren't making money. They were making a shit ton.
That
of
was a
money.
whole different team,
Eric,
whole different everything.
Eric, business is business. If you keep throwing shit on the field, nobody's going to come to watch it, man.
Problem is, they're still making money. Otherwise, they would. That's the problem. Look at how much they made. 400 million last year, man.
Hey,
400
Toby, where do you
million.
live?
400 million, and the team wasn't that great.
I know.
He's treating me like Chardol. Toby, where do you live?
Right in Daly City, right in the city.
Oh, I love Daly City. It's my favorite place on the planet.
I love it.
I love it too. I always go out to the Outback Steakhouse up the street from the mall.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love it out there. So, how many games a year will you be going to? How have you gone to, and how many do you expect to go to this year?
I think last year I probably went to good 7 or 8 games. I'll probably kind of keep around that same, if not a couple more, and even got quite a few family in Sacramento. I'm gonna try and pick up some A's games. That's an
nice.
exciting team too. Like, know what?
There you go.
I don't agree with them being more exciting than us. I think they're just throwing money because they don't want to get in any trouble. So I don't like the Severino deal. I don't think he's worth $66 million. But Brett Rooker, I agree with them extending him.
And what's his
He's a
name? The other
very
kid
good
out there.
DH.
So, Toby, when do you go to the ballpark? Is it a weekend game? Is it a giveaway night? What draws you to Oracle Park? Trying to feel out what makes a local fan go to the ball game. And you say you only go to 7 or 8 games.
Teams were playing, who the starting pitcher is. I was really excited for Harrison's first start against Cincinnati when he smoked them. Like, he made them look really bad. At the time, I think Ellie was like, "Oh, Ellie's gonna be like the greatest thing," and he made him look like a minor leaguer. Like, it was not fair at bats watching his first start in San Francisco. So it was like his second start, but his first in San Francisco, and that one was pretty special. So it was kind of who's
Harrison?
pitching.
You talking about
Yes,
Harrison?
Yes,
I
his
was there.
first start.
Wasn't that
That was a
Monday or
beautiful,
Tuesday night? Monday
like
or
a
Tuesday
Tuesday night. Yeah, I'll go
I was at
random
that
days.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the 5th inning, my God, I told Eric I was jumping out of my seat by the 5th inning when he was just mowing them down 3 up. 3 down.
Yes, I
That was
think
one
he
of my
still
memories.
has that. He's only 23. Birdsong's only 23. Like, look
There
at
we
with
go.
Ramos. Like, I think a lot of us gave up on Ramos. He was a prospect for God knows how long. And look at what he was able to do. He finally got in on the team, was able to get as many at bats as he could, and he performed at an all-star level. So I don't want to just throw these guys away at 23 years old. We have something, but the guy that just left us in such a bad spot that it's not going to get fixed overnight. It's not going to get fixed in one offseason. I think there's a lot to build off of. The bullpen's solid. The bullpen's controllable. There's, I think, Taylor Rogers is the only one that maybe is like close to free agency, but
Right.
all the other ones are controllable. There's still
Taylor and Tyler,
arbitration
yeah,
or
those
before.
guys will probably walk next year.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see what brought you to a ball game, Toby. I wanted to see what makes a local Giants fan from Daly City of all places tick. Eric went to one game last year.
Sit
And show him what you got, Eric.
Yeah, buddy, man.
Look at this. See, Eric, they had to entice
Okay.
Eric to come to the ball game to get a bobblehead.
Woo!
Buster Hosey bobblehead doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But
It was a good game, and it's a great game, Toby. Whenever
Yes.
Eric and I bring it up, and the highlight of that game was the home run that the other team hit.
Stowers,
Yeah.
that was a monster shot, dude.
Yeah, that was fun. Hey, why don't we hook up for a game or two this year, Toby?
Absolutely.
I'm going to less games. I'm not renewing my season tickets. I'm going to basketball this summer over at Chase Center. But
Okay.
I'll go to one or two during the week, maybe.
Yeah, just let me know.
All right. So
I think it's not as bad.
How old are you?
30 years old. 31, actually. Oh, shit.
there you go.
31.
Oh, 31. Ah,
do me a favor, will you?
Yes.
I have one request. I don't want to come on heavy here. If we're going to hook up at a game, okay?
Yes.
Bernice, my better half, usually goes.
Yes.
Don't invite Chardol.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I have my own significant other. I don't need to invite Chardol. I have my plus one.
But, hey, you know what? Let's just keep it between us.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think
Eric,
my
you can
fiance
come
will
to
be
the
more upset.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let's bring in Marcus, man.
Lately. I can't imagine going to a game with him. Hey, Marcus.
What's up, Marcus?
Hello. Sorry, I missed you guys yesterday. I was at a Scotch tasting event.
Hey.
Oh,
hey.
you weren't here yesterday? Oh, we missed you too, Marcus.
Man, dude. Hey, he was having fun, unlike us here. Well, actually, we had a good show yesterday.
I thought last night's show was good.
Last night's show was pretty good.
Yeah, there've been a few good ones, and there's a lot of griping as usual. But what do you got for us? What's your take tonight, Marcus? Anything new?
I did some soul searching.
Ooh.
I did some soul searching.
Let's hear this.
And today was just about seeing which international free agents were signing, and
Okay.
Interesting, huh?
That stuff's cool. That stuff's cool. But really, I was thinking about how, at the end of the day, the players we do have are gonna have to play better baseball.
Yes.
It's a simple.
No doubt about it.
You know, you can sign a star player all you want, and that would be great, and that's something that we would all appreciate, of course.
Well, that's my takeaway from this show tonight, Eric.
But yeah, the
This
guy.
just in, Marcus has done some soul searching and has advised us that the team must play better. Details at 6. There you go.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, we spend a lot of time. It's free agency, and we spend a lot of time coveting what's available out there.
Yes.
But what's the real deal is that we have these guys that are major league quality players that need to step up and play up to and surpass what we're paying them,
But are we truly coveting? We covet. To covet means to, in my opinion, is to go, you covet something, Eric. You want to go out and get it. Are we really coveting what's out there?
I mean, that's the fan.
Are we really go out there? Have you seen us dominant out there in the free agent market? I sure haven't.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I don't know what's going on in the front office,
Yeah, right. No one does.
And I mean, it's cool. It's cool that, we signed 15 players today in international.
Yeah, but how many are going to pan out, right?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in terms of their vision for the team. I don't know what's going on, like what their plan is to improve the situation in San Francisco, which is that we've been a losing ball club, and that our division rivals are, surpassing us insane amounts. I mean, they have the Baltimore Orioles more in payroll than we do. It's just
right. I see what you're saying.
It's crazy. So, but there are teams that spend less money than us that do better than us. So the question really is, what does it take to make the playoffs? And it's not just spending more money, because plenty of teams make the playoffs and spend less money than us.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's that the players we do have need to play better.
Yeah, they stunk, right? Yeah, exactly. They got to play better.
They stunk at the wrong times, and
yes,
and whatever. It's like whatever our strategy was not working, and Bob Melvin's management of our bullpen was just horrible in lots of spots. There's a lot of things to improve on that don't involve just getting new guys. We have guys that are good, that have talent, and we need to utilize them in the right way, and for them to play hard and to play on.
He almost said something there, didn't he, Eric? Did you hear it almost slip? We have some players that are good.
I mean, it's that we do have players that are good ball players, and they just didn't really show it.
I know, but doesn't it frustrate you? Like you frustrate me most nights, Marcus. Earlier in this little in your little soliloquy, you come in tonight with your soliloquy and you say that you like that, don't you, Eric? I'm doing a lot of research during the day for my radio show.
2 nights in a row, man.
So you come in tonight and you're talking about the teams in the National League West and how they keep on trucking, but we got some good players, Eric. That's the way
the other teams are
my dad would go to our Little League games way back, Eric. We're not talking yesterday. My dad would go back to our Little League games, my era back 40 some years ago. And when he talked to his buddies, you know what he'd say? Yeah, they got some good ball players. You know what that means? You know what that means usually, Eric, when you go, they got some pretty good ball players. That means they suck. That's what that means.
Yeah, I won't. It's not that they.
So you can see how I'm frustrated, right?
Yeah, no, of course. But I mean, if you look at other rosters, there's guys that they're signing to, cheap deals and people that are, breakout stars from their farm systems that are putting in production, and we just need to time that together, and for the players to be consistent, or at least, to work together. I mean, we saw so many times we'd have runners in scoring position with no outs and not get them in, right?
Yes.
And what is that a failing of? Well, it's just, you can't just point fingers at any one thing. It's like there's so many ways to take even untalented hitters and get them to drive in runs.
Right.
There's strategies for this. There's, people do it all the time, and somehow we manage to take perfectly great baseball players and manage to not drive in runs with them. So
I don't think we were good enough last year, because I've seen them on several occasions have the bases loaded last year, nobody out. In one instant, they tried to bunt home a run. They didn't get that right. They came home to the plate, threw them at a home, and then threw them at a first. So a double play there. Took 2 outs right like that. And other occasions, they just couldn't get. So when you say don't blame anybody, I'm blaming the hitters.
you can blame them. You can blame their coach.
They're getting paid, overpaid.
There's just
millions
a lot of
of dollars. No, I won't get into this again. They're getting paid millions of dollars.
We're not talking about
Get up there and
salaries.
swing the stick and hit the ball. Come on, man. Hit the ball.
Yeah, no, I agree. But at the end of the day, it's like these people are trained to do a subset of things, and we should train them better. Simple as that. They're professionals. They're professionals. They have marching orders. They all have bosses.
Mm-hmm.
They need better direction and also sometimes to know when to say, hey, I know better. I'm in the batter's box. I know better. I'm seeing the pitches. I'm going to swing at them.
Better direction. There you go.
Hey,
with
there's
the
a lot
Bob
of
Dylan movie out. No Direction Home, Eric. Maybe we got to change that up this year.
I heard that movie was horrible.
I watched it the other night. I'm going to watch it again tonight. I loved it.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's my fall asleep at.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, there was also
morning.
My friends had the same reaction. It was also their fall asleep movie.
Oh,
They only saw it once though.
Oh, I'm ready to watch that again, guys. Well, how old are you, Mark? Are you a Bob Dylan guy?
I'm not, but my friends are.
Can they name like 25 songs that he does, or name 10 albums?
Could I? No.
Yeah.
But could my friends that do listen to Bob Dylan? Yeah.
What's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
Well, I just said I'm not a Bob Dylan guy, so I don't know.
So you don't even know any.
Well, no, I know.
Okay, Eric, do you know Bob Dylan?
There's like a Rolling Stone.
Well, there you go.
Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's like there's the super famous song. I mean, Bob Dylan makes. I've said before I'm really into whiskey. Bob Dylan makes a whiskey called Heaven's Door, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
He wrote a lot of songs for other artists too. Did you know he wrote the Birds Turn, Turn, Turn? To everything, turn, turn. And he wrote It Ain't Me, Babe for Johnny Cash. It Ain't Me, Babe. And I thought his finest work was The Hurricane, song about Reuben Hurricane Carter. Sent to prison, and he didn't do it.
What was that song with Blue? Something with Blue. That was a good song.
Tangled Up in Blue.
Tangled Up in Blue. I like
on
that
my,
song.
believe, Blonde on Blonde album.
That's a fun song.
Yeah. Well, we got to turn it around, guys. Like I say, this is, we got some good ball players. That's what my dad would say when I played Little League. The only time we ever won a Little League game, Eric, was when I played Dan's team. We throttled them.
That's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Real quick, Marcus, you see the Giants making another move here? I say no. Heyman says or something, whatever.
I could see signing Grichuk, just as a platoon guy. I know Glenn hates the platooning. Look, right. I'm gonna admit that I don't love platooning. If
he's a DH, I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
It's like he's gonna swap in here and there as he's good against left-handers. So whenever there's a left-handed pitcher on the mound, you're gonna see him play, and he's gonna do well. And then when there's not a left-handed pitcher pitching, you're gonna have someone else. I mean,
I just don't want him taking bats away from someone like Matos.
Of course.
I also think, Eric, the question you should be asking is not if they will make a move or a trade or a signing. I think the question then is, will there be any kind of a move that is of substance? Because when we're talking about Grichuk, I really don't care, Eric.
Not all moves have to be big, splashy moves, right? Like, you have to get depth on your roster. And so signing someone like Grichuk to improve your bench, if we end up signing Ha-Sung Kim to,
for Christ's sake. All right, that's my time to get out of here, Eric.
Yeah.
I always reach a melting point, and we're going to get
Every
No,
team
he's
does
just
it.
look. He's not advocating it. He's just saying he can
I'm not
see it
saying this is
happening.
who's going to make our.
Yeah.
No, I
Calm
know
down.
that, but
Glenn,
here we
you're-
go.
you're-
We're going to start
You're
talking
shooting the
hot
messenger.
Kim.
Don't shoot the messenger.
And I'm not saying that these are people that are going to be on the regular starting roster, but every team needs bench players.
There you go, Al. I'd rather see Luciano than Gritchick. What do we?
Sure.
We're not
I'd rather
playing-
see
We're not
Matos.
playing for anything this year. He wants to. Eric, this guy over here wants to see Matos.
I sort of disagree that we're not playing.
I want to see Wilmer.
I think we are playing for
Younger
something.
guys.
It's because, if we show grit and we show that we can win games of baseball, then that will encourage other players, free agents, to believe in us and say, hey, they're close. They're playing hard, they're close. They're not winning yet, but if I come in there, we can make something happen. When you have a pathetic season and just give up, there's no way you're going to sign free agents. You have to start winning some point.
Dan always brings it like it is. You know what? He fits in here, man. He's just calling a spade, isn't he?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean,
I came in. Were you with us earlier, Marcus, when I said that I'm back to my old, we should have burned the freaking thing down and started with young players and built a team. You can't keep putting Band-Aids on the broken pipe, man.
Here's the thing. Burning it down is a huge commitment. It's really, really.
Oh, there's a few guys. Now, I would have kept Jung-Hoo doesn't go anywhere, Ramos, but
it's a big
signing old guys and let either young guys play or draft young guys, let them play. You got to get younger and build it. You can't keep putting, what is your Band-Aids on it? 42-year-old pitchers. This isn't going to work because what happens in 2 or 3 years? You go, geez, we're getting a little better, but yeah, we should add, now Verlander's gone and we're back to square one with that pitcher.
But Verlander doesn't, it's like, what's the cost of Verlander?
To me, a roster spot for the future.
But who is that? Who's that player? It's like
let somebody in the organization who's already there pitch who's young.
I mean,
it may come down to that. You never know.
They probably. I mean, they are there. It's not like they're not pitching their young guys. Last year, they how many starts did they give to Keaton Wynn and Birdsong, Black, Harrison? It's like it's not like we're not pitching the young guys. It's just that their arms can't take it. You need to have some stability in your lineup.
Dan, where was Dan? He must have had a show running late the other day. I went on for an hour talking about Wilmer Flores. He should have been dealt. Wilmer, Lamont Wade Jr., I would have got rid of Yastrzemski. There's a lot of deadwood, but no, they keep going. And then they add, I'm never going to get over this 42-year-old pitcher. Eric, I'll see you tomorrow night at 8, buddy.
Right on, man.
Thanks for this. Look forward to it tomorrow night. What?
All right, Glenn. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. We're doing the same thing tomorrow night, Eric. Free for all.
Yeah, might as well. Hey, unless there's news.
There just might be. There just might be.
You never know.
Marcus, Toby, have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
And a good night to everybody in the chat. I'm heading over to oldies96.com. I'm going to play the oldies. Come keep me company. Peace.
Right on. See ya.
See ya.
All right, guys.
I really did. Yeah. I meant what I said though. In that, like,
I get you.
We need to win. We need to win to win more games with what we have. I'm not saying we need to win all the games.
Gotcha. No, I hear what you're saying. You got to show something because if you're not showing something,
and the guys we draft have to hit.
Who's going to sign here?
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, the couple guys that we have picked, I think, solid picks. They just got injured. Hunter Bishop should have been in that young group of outfielders that we have now. He was going to be our left-handed outfielder in the corner. He got injured. You don't see those things kind of coming. Will Bednar, he should be our 3-4 starter right now. He's injured. You can't see these things happening. We just haven't hit on draft picks when other teams are hitting on draft picks. That's what it boils down to, it feels like. We're not hitting on draft picks as much as other teams.
Yep. No, I mean, and hopefully that turns around. Obviously.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe this year they can turn it around.
And Josuar, like, it can happen. It can happen, and it just takes. I mean, you don't expect tons of your picks to make it into the majors as like a major contributor. That's just not how the draft works, right? Like,
yeah. But usually top 10 picks now, they seem more MLB ready than in
Yeah,
years
of course.
past. So
Yeah. No,
when you
these
see
people are just
guys at
getting
the
better
same
overall.
in the same draft class as Gunnar Henderson and Bobby Witt Jr. and then Hunter Bishop is yet to see an MLB at bat and Bobby Witt was top 3 in MVP, it's just like damn, like if
It's
our
like,
guy hits, what do we have? And then
course,
it's
yeah.
like we haven't seen it yet. So that's the other part that sucks is none of our draft picks have hit. None of our, like, yeah, some of our Hans picks kind of hit. Like Bailey won his Gold Glove, but like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Bailey's
Bailey's probably
the
his
type of
best
guy.
pick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Eldridge will be, but
Yes, yeah,
Bailey is the type of guy that I've said before kind of goes underappreciated
absolutely.
especially for fantasy baseball players where defensive stats don't mean anything, and the impact of being behind the plate, it means nothing. But yeah, no, I mean, we have players. We've seen flashes of brilliance from all of our players, and
it's going to be tough. Am I wrong saying the eyes are really going to be on Ramos, Lee, Fitzgerald,
the
Bailey,
young unproven guys, exactly.
Yeah, it's their
like
second
Harrison,
year.
Harrison
I
and
think
Birdsong
probably
can be
Lee's
good.
gonna have the most eyes on him. All the money he came for.
Yeah, he's getting paid the big bucks, right?
He got 110 mil. Like,
I mean,
yes, the injury was unfortunate. I was there at that game. Like, he was trying to make a hell of a play, and you don't see those kind of things coming. I think it took the air out of the whole stadium. But like, those things happen. Look at Acuna. He's tore his ACL twice in the last 4 years. You don't see those things coming. So like, it's unfortunate, but I think a lot of eyes are going to be on him. Like, hey, we paid you the big bucks. You gotta now show us something.
Yeah, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We have a lot of question marks in our lineup, and those question marks are going to have to turn to exclamation points. It's like that's just it's just what it takes to go from losing to winning.
And here's going to be a problem too, and we got to keep this in kind of in perspective. If Ramos and Fitzgerald and the guys we talked about, if they're having bad years, people are going to pick on them. I get it. I understand it's going to happen, but those aren't the guys you should be picking on. The guys who are getting paid the big bucks are the Ray, Webb, Adames, Chapman.
Ray, sort of, right? Like, we didn't sign Ray.
I get it, but he's getting paid the big bucks. So I'm just saying they traded for him.
Of course.
So
yeah, I mean, Chapman. Look, if Chapman, I know how much people don't like him for his performance with runners scoring position, just at the optics of it. But honestly,
who did he have to protect him?
It's like it's not all on him, and also like if he gives us the exact same performance in a macro sense as last year, I would be fucking thrilled.
Yeah,
and that's it's just that he's not. That's not what you pay. You're not paying him to be clutch. That's not his job. His job's to hold it down in the hot corner.
Yeah,
that he was one of our best. He was the best player on our team last year.
Well, let's talk about this. Last year, the starting left fielder. Who was the starting left fielder last year?
Conforto.
He's gone.
Thank
now
God.
it's Ramos. I say that's for me. I'll say that's positive
upgrade.
Yeah, definitely.
Jung-Hoo Lee is Jung-Hoo Lee. Right field, I hope is Matos. He just has to get the run.
I want to see he has out there.
Right?
If he gives a solid spring training, I don't think that they don't give him that shot.
Third base is Chapman, which is the same. Shortstop is an upgrade.
Super upgrade. You go from Ahmed, who is just all glove, to Adames.
Now, at second base, Fitzgerald, I would say that is
an upgrade. From
Tyro
Estrada.
Shit.
I mean, Tyro was horrible.
Tyro was injured, I believe, right? And
well,
then
no, not in the beginning of the season.
Tyro still played 96 games.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, he was injured, but he played most of the season.
He looks so lost at times.
He was lost.
First base is the same, and catcher is the same. So
was Lamont our opening day?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes,
Okay.
Lamont was the opening day.
I mean, he was good he was good to start.
He was
He
good when
had
he was on the field.
he had like what, a
Yeah, I saw that,
450
Will.
OBP. It was
Yeah, he
crazy,
had the
or
highest.
480, something like that.
Yeah, he had the highest on base percentage in all of baseball. Like, if you're not happy with that, like, what are you freaking happy with? Out of a first
Exactly.
baseman, you're paying pennies to.
Right.
It's like he fell off there, but
the team is
yeah.
better than it was last year, right? Now the pitching, we'll see. That pitching is going to be a little bit weird. Yeah, starting
Eric,
bullpen.
did you look at that email I sent you with the numbers comparing us to the Dodgers?
Yeah,
How
I
it
saw
wasn't
that.
that bad.
No, it wasn't. But where did you get that from?
I
just wanted a source.
I had to go back to the website. Once I find it, I'll let you know. But it's
let
one
me
of
know, because I saw that. That was very interesting. Yeah,
it's very
No,
interesting.
the Dodgers sucked with pit, and they had a lot of injuries last year, right? The Los Angeles Dodgers, they won out of just killing the ball. It was brute force. Their pitching sucked. This year, it could be a little bit different. We'll see. Now, again, with the starting rotation, man, I'm a little bit concerned. Harrison,
it's a big concern.
Yeah, I mean, Ray, I think Ray's going to be better. Webb's going to web. Verlander, I think, is a question mark.
Yeah, I mean,
and
if he
Harrison,
gives us...
question mark. Birdsong, I guess you could. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Birdsong
was thrown in. He was in Double A. He got zero time in Triple A. He didn't even get any seasoning in Triple A. So like, and he still looked relatively good. He didn't look like a guy who, there was a couple games where like, oh, he just doesn't have it today. But there were some games where he looked like he could be a very good, solid number 2, or at least a number 3.
Yes. And one thing I liked what I saw, he had some adversity. He got through it and then finished strong.
Yes. And that's great for young pitchers, because you could either go the other way and it gets to you, or it seemed like, yes, he did have adversity sometimes, but he was able to get out of it.
Exactly.
How do you hate on Matt Chapman? I just don't get it.
I don't really
those guys don't
No,
fall off trees. Like 7 WAR guys don't fall off trees, guys. Like, you don't just pluck them out of nowhere. Like,
right.
And it wasn't his fielding that carried his WAR; it was his offense. He had a 5.4 WAR, offensive WAR. That. I don't.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing you have to realize about most people that consume baseball content is that the way they watch the game completely ignores stats, basically. Except for like basic counting stats. Like, they like RBIs, they like pitcher wins, they like strikeouts. It's like these are things that are easy to understand for people, that don't require much analysis at all. It's like you see a big number and you say big number, good. That's it. So, it's also like these are stats that are tied to like exciting aspects of the game, right? When you drive in a run, that's exciting. When you strike out a player, that's exciting. So, when you consume baseball like this, like that's just how they gravitate to understanding the game. Mm-hmm. And so with Chapman, if you're not watching defense, or if you take defense for granted, and you only care about hitting all the time, you know what I mean? Like, Chapman's just not someone you're going to rate very high. If you don't look at baseball holistically.
Yeah, but you agree he's not the number one.
No, I'm not saying Jose Ramirez is a 40 guy. No. Like, I'm like, glove wise, Chapman's probably the best, but hitting wise, like her saying he's number 1, that's
Chapman
wild.
is number 1, and I'm not saying he is god awful. He's a good third baseman.
He's still a top 10, if not top 5. No, I would probably say top 7 third baseman in the league.
That's
no, yeah. I mean, I would put him in the top 5. Yeah, but
okay,
Jose
so
Ramirez,
it could be worse. He could have opted out, hit free agency. What are our options? Schmidt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it could be a lot worse for us at that position. That right side.
It's just let's ignore WAR for a second because people seem to not trust WAR. And even if you
WAR is an estimation. That's all it is.
WAR is an estimation.
It's an estimation.
They take a model to try to figure out how valuable a player is, and it's not always.
But it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's not always right, and sometimes it your eyes can deceive you, and the numbers can deceive you. There's a lot of things going on here, but yeah, for $25 million for 6 years, like who are you getting at third base?
Yeah, because Bregman wants more. Let's say he lets him walk. Bregman wants more. Is Bregman the better option? Yes, maybe, but
he'll cost you.
He's going to cost more.
And Ibrahim, totally yes. We should definitely run on the base path more. We have fast players. Yeah. We have we need to rely on the situational hitting. It's and we're putting no pressure on their pitchers at all. You're totally right. And that was a big part of it. It's like if your guys on the base paths aren't putting pressure on the pitcher, like it makes it easier for them to throw good pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And do you lead off Fitzgerald with his speed, or do you have it be?
I think Jung-Hoo Lee should probably still be lead off.
Have Lee and then second would be Ramos or Adames.
No, I think Adames should be cleanup because that's I think what he did primarily in Milwaukee. And
is this in a lot of teams batting their best hitter?
Yeah,
second? I don't know because you want to get more at bats.
You want to get more at bats. I mean, it's weird. There's a lot of ways to approach it. I mean, I like, for example, that the Dodgers have Ohtani batting first.
Yeah.
Because you actually get the most
right off the rip. You're putting him on.
And it really taxes the pitcher right from the start. So I mean, I'm a big fan of just giving your best players the most at bats possible. And if your guys are getting hits, then that's sort of disrupting the flow of like the 1-2-3 thing. So you're gonna get your guys at different spots in at bats during innings, anyways. So it just I like the strategy is what I'm saying. That I think maybe you want to put not your worst hitter last, but like a guy who's like not great but fast. So maybe you want to bat Bailey 8th instead of 9th, for example. Like maybe that strategy makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I think Jung-Hoo Lee's good to put in at the one spot because he has good bat to ball skills. He doesn't really strike out, like very similar to Luis Rise, but with more speed, so he can take advantage of getting on base. But yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you bat Adames second or fourth or whatever. Like, there's a lot of good hitters we can put there. If Matos turns out in spring training, we can put him, near the top. Ramos, obviously, excellent hitter, especially against left-handed pitchers. Yeah, a lot of options, and I'm basically happy with any configuration of it as long as you're giving your guys at bats.
Gotcha.
Yeah, someone brought up the D-backs. Like when we played them, it felt like they were going to steal every single time. We had zero aspect of that. Like Cincinnati as well. Like I remember us playing Cincinnati, and it felt like they were going to steal every single time someone got on base.
Same thing.
I never felt that
Brewers.
threat with us.
The Brewers are the same way. Those three teams put a lot of pressure, and that's what you want. You want to put a lot of pressure on the team, man.
Especially with the rules nowadays,
yeah.
Base stealing is now more prevalent than it's been in years. So I think you need to have that speed.
We were last in stolen bases at the All-Star break, right?
Yeah, I think
so. And
the whole year,
it was embarrassing. I mean, it's just embarrassing. I don't think we stole a single base or something through the first 20 games of the season.
It was ridiculous. Yeah,
it was something ridiculous, right? Like I don't remember what the exact numbers were, but it was bad. It was really bad.
It was.
And we cannot tolerate the cold streaks anymore. Like
no.
Like you remember when Yaz was 3-30 or something like that, like some absurd number, 3-20. It's just like we have, that's why I like the idea of signing Grichuk and potentially signing Ha-Seong Kim, even though he's going to be injured for the first part of the year. I think building that roster depth so that, you don't have to just tough it out through cold spots with the players, that's good too. I mean, we really lack depth in that sense.
Yep. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. Getting
Yeah,
a little bit
it's
late.
late.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit late. I was only going to go 2, but yeah, it's fine. We're good. Hey, guys, appreciate your guys' your analysis and what you guys have to say about the team, man. Hey, it's all about being the fans, and we just want the best for the Giants.
Absolutely.
And let's see what happens. Again, it was exciting to see Josuar get signed. We're not going to see him. This is a long play, right? We're not going to see him for a few years. But again, and I'll say that, we had Lucius Fox, we had Angel Villanova, we have Luciano. Doesn't mean it's going to pan out, but hey, at least there's a little bit of positivity.
You're buying lottery tickets.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, international free agency is.
I mean, the draft is sort of like that too. Right. It's like you're just getting lottery tickets. So.
Exactly. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
All right, have a good one.
See ya. All right, there was Toby and Marcus. That was a lot of fun. That was good stuff, man. All right, guys, be back tomorrow, 8:00. It's 8:30, somewhere around there. Maybe there'll be some Giants news. Maybe there won't be. We'll figure that out when we come to it. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you guys got nothing going on, T-minus 30 minutes. Blue Origin, New Glenn rocket is going to get ready to take its maiden flight. Go check it out. If you guys got time, it's going to be pretty damn cool. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Pacific, the window opens up for SpaceX's Super Heavy. If you want to see a giant rocket come back to the launch pad and be caught by giant mechanical arms, hey, go check it out. It's actually pretty damn cool. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be back here tomorrow. What will be the topic? I have no idea. Let's get out of here with a little tribute to the greatest baseball player to ever play the game. We'll see you guys tomorrow.